got some people around this morning. Oh, I gotta press the button. Where? At this time, your account is not eligible. Wow. It won't let me do that. That is crazy. Okay, well, let's see. We got on YouTube. Connect the internet. Yeah, okay. It should be. Boy, technology. When it works, it's nice. But if it works, then it's nice. But what I want to cover today is how, boy, it's just amazing what's going on in our country now. Everybody fighting each other and fake news, misinformation. And now the government even has to come out. There's a thing going around on the internet now that saying that FEMA does not give out grants and it's going to be a loan. And FEMA got really concerned about this. And it's amazing. I mean, they came out with a report. Now, oh God, no, I had it here somewhere. To verify they're giving out grants. I used to run into this all the time. I've been doing this 50 years. So all the time they ask that somebody will say, I'm full of shit and things like this. But man, these are real programs. And to me, they're welcome to say anything about me because, that's their right. I say a lot of bad things, I guess, about other people. But when they start saying that, people, the programs are not there, I mean, that to me is just hurting people. I mean, I'm not for or against the programs. I mean, that's a separate thing. But what I am against is telling people that they're not there when they're there, because people could really use these things, and they're important to people. Like in the hurricane, boy, the people lose their house, their car, their everything, and then somebody's telling them that this is a fraud. No, I mean, I just checked in one of the recent hurricanes down in Florida. FEMA gave out an average of $20,000 per person that was hurt by the disaster at that time. My family. That's how I learned about this. We were in northeastern Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre, and we had a flood. It took our whole business, our home, everything. And without FEMA, my dad and my family wouldn't have a place to live. The business would no longer be there. The house, they would never afford a new one. And FEMA solved all those problems. I mean, it's amazing. And when I saw that, I had no idea about government programs. And that just said, wow, look at that stuff that the government does. Now, I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but boy, that's helpful if you need it. If you don't need it, then don't apply. But we decide as a democracy to vote for these programs. So I'm trying to be, and the government doesn't do a good job of letting us know they're there. And then people go to the internet, and then the internet people say they're not there. And now FEMA just came out with a website yesterday. And if you do FEMA.gov and put in disaster, well, it's myth versus fact on disaster assistance, okay? Myth versus fact, and they're saying it right from the horse's mouth here. Let's see. After a disaster, rumors and misunderstanding can spread quickly. The following are some of the issues that come up along with the real facts. Okay, always call this number. Okay, 800-621-3362. You want the facts? You call them. Let me make sure I got the right website. FEMA, F-E-M-A, rumor response. That's the one I want. Okay, you want FEMA and then rumor response. Okay, that's the website you want. FEMA, F-E-M-A, .gov, G-O-V. Remember, it's only .gov and .org are the people that give you money. The people with .com, they can't survive if they don't get money from you. So if you want free money and you don't have money and you want to solve a problem, you have to only go to websites that are .gov or .org. So if you go to FEMA rumor response, okay, help keep yourself, your family, and your community safe after the hurricane by being aware of rumors and scams and sharing the official information from trusted sources. So you see a link, and if it's not .gov or .org, forget it. Just don't believe it. Go to the .org and find out the people giving the money. That's how you find out for sure about something. You don't, take the word of some middleman, even like me. No, don't. I've been studying 50 years, and I get too excited sometime or whatever. No, you call the office giving out the money. Don't trust anybody in the middle. Okay, that's very important. And so you have to do that. And okay, here's what they say. Okay, do your part to stop the spread of rumors by doing 3 things. Find trusted sources of information, share the information from trusted sources, discourage others from sharing information from unverified sources. So if you could say, okay, you believe in that, but go to FEMA and find out for sure, because they're the ones going to write a check. Anybody else is, if the people are not writing the checks, they don't know. So don't. Okay, here's the facts that they say. Okay, this is false. Okay, this is number 1 false. In most cases, FEMA grants do not have okay, they say false. In most cases, FEMA does not have to be paid back. So grants from FEMA did not have to pay back. Well, people are saying these grants they're loans and they have to be paid back. Okay, this is straight from the FEMA's horse's mouth. There are some common situations. There are some less common situations in which you must pay back a FEMA loan. Yes, my father had one of those too. And there's some you have to pay back, some are forgiven. Most of it is grants. If you receive duplicate benefits from the insurance or a grant from another source. For example, if you have insurance that covers your temporary housing costs, but you ask FEMA to advance you some money to help you pay for those costs, while your insurance is delayed, you will need to pay back the money to FEMA after you receive your insurance settlement. You hear that? So that's why maybe your insurance will give you housing, temporary housing, but it's going to take a while to get it. FEMA gives you money right away, then you're going to have to pay it back. If you are a homeowner or a small business owner, low interest disaster loans are also available from the SBA in declared major disaster area. These loans may be help with home repair, replacement, personal property, vehicles, mitigation, business losses, and working capitals for small businesses and most private nonprofits, okay? So that's from SBA, okay? So there's, because my dad had that too. Applying multiple times for disaster will speed up the process of being approved. Fact. People need to apply for assistance once per household. Do not resubmit or create new applications during the disaster assistance process. Submitting more than 1 application per disaster will cause delays, okay? So there's no no help in applying again because they didn't hear from them. If you're worried, call FEMA and see something like that. So the 800 number is 800-621-3362. You can check the status of your application or read the FEMA correspondence by accessing your disasterassistance.gov account and by calling FEMA. So when you apply for assistance, you're going to get an account and you go to disasterassistance.gov and they will tell you the status of the account. Let's see. So don't apply again. Okay, here's another rumor. FAA is restricting access to the airspace for Helena rescue and recover operations. Okay, so I guess what they're saying, hey, if you're stuck on the roof of a house, FAA says, no, you can't fly there. Let's go see what the facts are. The FAA is not restricting access for recovery operations. The FAA is coordinating closely with state and local officials to make sure everyone is operating safely and very crowded to congested airspace. I think what happens, and I get this a lot because I'm out promoting government programs, and people who don't like the government at all just tell me I'm lying and stuff. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore because these are real. If they're not there, I don't care if they're there or not. I'm just showing you they're there. If you want to get rid of them, you got to go through Congress and get a law passed to get rid of them. You can't get me to get rid of them. I'm just telling you what reality is. Yeah. Okay, so they're not respecting. They're respecting. Okay, rumor. FEMA distributes aid based on demographic characteristics. Okay, FEMA provides assistance to survivors. Okay, this is the facts. So in other words, somebody said, oh no, you can't get this because you're too tall, you're too small, you're too brown, you're too white, you're too this, whatever. Okay, here's the facts. FEMA provides assistance to survivors regardless of race, color, national origin, sex, sexual intention, religion, age, disability, English proficiency, or economic status, okay? I mean, they can't. It's against the law. You know, and if you feel that is true, then you file a complaint. There's a process to file a complaint if you feel discriminated against and take the legal action. And the legal action is free, so you don't have to worry about that. And if you can't find that, well, you could go to findhelp.org and put in legal, and you'll find free lawyers that will fight this for you. Or you could call your elected official. And your elected official is, you could find them at commoncause.org. Put in your zip code again and find them, okay? And that's important, okay? Here's the next one. Rumor, FEMA is in the process of confiscating Helene survivor property. If I apply for disaster assistance and my land is deemed unlivable, the property will be seized. Okay, that sounds like another bullshit thing, doesn't it? The fear, people who want to get everyone to believe like them, the best way to do it is make you scared as hell, right? And so you'll react to the way they want you to react. And we're just living in a society, everybody wants to control everybody else. Man, and they don't know what the hell to do themselves. I mean, that's what I mean. I think I have no right to tell anybody how to live their life. I struggle every day of my life trying to figure out what to do in my own life. What gives me the audacity to think I could tell somebody else what to do with their life? Okay. FEMA cannot seize your property or land. Applying for disaster assistance does not grant FEMA or the federal government authority or ownership of your property or land. When you apply for disaster assistance, a FEMA Inspector Gadget, may be sent to verify the damage of your home. This is one of the many factors reviewed to determine what kind of disaster assistance you may be eligible for. If the results of the inspection deem your home is uninhabitable, the information is only used to determine the amount of FEMA assistance you may receive to make your home safe, sanitary, and functionable. You hear that? Okay, now all these reports were just put up on August 4th, just a couple days ago. Rumor, FEMA no longer accepting applications for housing assistance. Wrong. Okay. FEMA is still accepting applications throughout the areas affected by Helene.
Hurricane. Just say Hurricane Helene.
For current application timelines, go to disasterassistance.gov. Okay, so you want to know when they're closing or whatever, that's disasterassistance.gov. You can also see if applications are being accepted on FEMA's state-specific Helene disaster web pages. So there's a separate web page, but I'm sure you'll find that on disasterassistance.gov. There's one for Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. Okay, all of them have their own applications, but you can find them all through disasterassistance.gov. Okay, here's another rumor. FEMA does not have enough money to provide disaster assistance for Helene. I hear that a lot on the podcasters and stuff like, oh, they ran out of money. Shit, government never ends out of money. They go down and print some more. And they find another lot of quick. And particularly disaster money. No, I mean, that's silly. Don't get caught up from that. These are the people that want to say everything about the government is bad. And sure, there are bad parts of the government. So I guess there's that people that, okay, if that's bad, all bad. And we treat individuals like that too. Oh, if you have one bad thing, okay, then you're canceled. and so then you're just hurting yourself, and that's what's the problem. And then people are hurting other people who need the help. That's what bothers me the most. It's not them. They're welcome to believe that this is full of shit and we shouldn't have it. You have to go to your congressman to stop voting for this stuff. It's not people who are accepting the money, it's the people who are voting it in. The FEMA has to follow the laws. So that's what's happening. FEMA does not have enough money. Okay. FEMA has enough money right now for immediate response and recovery needs. If you were affected by Helene, do not hesitate to apply for disaster assistance. As there is a variety of help available for different needs. Okay. So you don't worry about that. You apply. You know you're not going to get anything if you don't apply. So maybe there's a chance that you may not get the money if you apply. But what the hell? You know for sure you ain't going to get bupkis if you don't apply. So apply. Okay, FEMA is asking for cash donations and turning away volunteers. That's interesting. This is false. FEMA does not ask or generally accept any cash donations from or volunteers for disaster response. We do not encourage people who want to help to volunteer with or donate cash to reputable volunteer or charitable organizations. After a disaster, cash is often the best way to help, as it provides greater flexibility for these reputable organizations working on the ground to purchase exactly what is needed. If you want to know about those organizations or whatever they are, if you encounter something claiming to represent FEMA, okay, and asking for donations, be careful, it's a scam. You want to know legitimate people, call 211 in your area and find out about legitimate nonprofit organizations if you want to donate. And there's a link here, how to help after Hurricane Helene, okay? How to help after Hurricane Helene. How to help after Hurricane Helene. That's the link. I haven't seen that, but you want to look at that maybe. Or, as I say, the people on 211.org, they're nonprofit organizations. They're all community organizations, and they're there to help people. They're not .com, okay? 211.org. Okay, and here's another rumor. Funding for FEMA disaster response was diverted to support international efforts or border-related issues. All to help those foreigners. They're not going to help anybody in the United States. That's crazy. Okay, this is false. No money is being diverted from disaster response needs. FEMA's disaster response efforts and individual assistance is funded through the Disaster Relief Fund, which is dedicated fund for disaster efforts. Disaster relief money has not been diverted to other non-disaster relief efforts, okay? I mean, if you want to believe that's fine. I mean, you have a right to believe that. But I don't think you have a right to stop people from getting the help that is legitimately there if they want to use it. Rumor, FEMA is confiscating donations for survivors. Confiscation, donations, not sure what that means. Rumors about FEMA turning away donations, stopping trucks or vehicles with donations, confiscating and seizing supplies, often spread after the disaster. All these are false. Oh, I see. They're saying, a truck of water's coming in and somebody sees it stop on the road because they have a flat tire. They're, see, FEMA's stopping that water getting there. I don't know. I'm making that up. FEMA does not take donations or food from survivors or voluntary organizations. Donations of food, water, and other goods are handled by voluntary agencies who specialize in storing, sorting, cleaning, and distributing donated items. FEMA does not conduct vehicle stops or handle road closures with armed guards. Those are done by local law enforcement. So the local police are in charge of that. Don't blame Washington. Blame your local chief. Oh, there's a page 2. Man, we're still at this. Who would have known? Rumor, FEMA will only provide $750 to disaster survivors to support their recovery. Yeah, I saw that. Only $750. Man, I said, I was trying to figure out what's the average person got. I know my family got tens and tens of thousands of dollars. And some of it was in loans that were forgiven too. So I went down and looked at the data that was available for, I think, the last Florida hurricane. And the average person got $20,000. $20,000. This is the type of, and that's a grant, all grant money. This is the type of assistance you may be approved of soon after you apply. I see. So the 750 is maybe emergency money. Okay, you got this. Called serious needs assistance. Okay, so that's what it is. See? You read the details. Don't just look at a headline and think, I mean, I write headlines, man. When I write a headline, I want to get your ass in the door. I'm sort of like the hoochie coochie girl at the fair or whatever, trying to get you in the door, and show you once you get in the door. Okay, and I'll always give you your money back, because I know I fall prey to that because of the way media is. I mean, I'm fighting all the other headlines that are on there. You now get 500,000 headlines every day. So I gotta, get your attention. And if you don't think I said something that I can't stand by, I'll give you all your money back. Don't worry, I'll always do that. Because I know I can, my hyperbole could cross the line once in a while. But when you see me, I tell you the facts, and if you don't, still not for you, then I'll give you money back, okay? This is the type of assistance you have approved of. Let's see, what do we say? Oh, the $750. This is a type of assistance that you may be approved of soon after you apply. It's called the Serious Needs Assistance. It is upfront, flexible payment to help cover essential needs like food, water, baby formula, breastfeeding supplies, medication, and other emergency applies. There are other forms of assistance that you may qualify for to receive, and serious needs assistance is an initial payment you may receive while FEMA assesses your eligibility for additional funds. Okay, so they're not they're trying to figure out how much you need. Okay, here's $750. Go take care of what you can, and we'll see how much we really can give you. Your application continues to be reviewed. You may still receive additional forms for assistance for other needs, such as support for temporary housing, personal property, home repair costs. You have questions about disaster assistance applications and what you qualify for? Contact 1-800-621-3362. 1-800-621-3362. Also, what they do is, where was I going? Boy, this ticker up here has a short fuse sometimes. Oh, they also cover health care and dental care, okay? And maybe even pet care. I haven't seen that yet, but you can ask, okay? And also what I'd go to 211.org or findhelp.org. I like findhelp.org better, and put in pet care. And they'll have programs there to help with your pet, food programs and all kinds of things in every zip code that's available. So don't miss out on the pet care, because that's available. So it is, we are in strange times in America now, and particularly with the election coming up, everybody's trying to find anything that makes their side look better. And so they'll play on anything on both sides, I try to be in the middle, because I never say that if you want to know my opinion about something good or wrong, I'm happy to tell you, but I try not to say that these are good or bad. They're here, and they're here for everybody, no matter what nationality or religion or Democrat, Republican, middle of the road, anything. They're everybody. They don't ask us. See, they said they can't ask for that. Vanessa, I'm reading some questions from members here. Good morning. Hi, Matt. The sound is very quiet. Oh, really? Anybody else? Joey says it's quiet. Let me open the window. Maybe you could hear better. Joey, Matt, and everyone have a wonderful day. Hi, friend Joey. Let's see, Mr. Leska, good day to all. Thank you. Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Leska, in helping our lives. Oh, this gives me energy. Man, it's so wonderful to have an opportunity to help people. And that's why you're doing me the favor. asking for help, thinking that I may be able to help you. Okay, Melissa said she can hear fine. What'd you say, Melissa? I said, see, old man jokes. See, that's what you're going to get now. Just old man jokes. My wife, Smiley's over there across the room. She said, when I said, that's what you get now, old man jokes. She said, now. We've been together for 40-some years, so she's heard the same joke many times. I just need a grant writer, not a researcher. Not a grant writer, a joke writer. That's what I need. Let me give you my top 5 answers to people's questions. New answers to members' questions. That's from me. My new answers, okay? Like how you could find 332 sources of free money where you live. That's right. That's how many organizations are in a typical city, not every city, so it's plus or minus that are there to help you get money. 332. Isn't that incredible? I mean, out of the, oh, maybe there are half a dozen or whatever, and that's amazing to me. And that's why, how do we get people to do that? How do we get people to get on the telephone and start calling people? You're not going to get stuff unless you get on the phone and call people, unfortunately, because everybody's so busy, it's complicated, you don't know what really to ask for, you say the wrong word, and like if you call up most agencies and ask for a grant, they'll say they don't have them, yeah, because they call it something else. You know, direct payment, loans you don't have to give back, and you're talking to a clerk who really doesn't know. No, you want to talk to people that are in the business of helping people like you. And that's what the government provides too. Not only the money, the government provides you people like me that I charge for, they do for free. You hear that? The same. I'm going to show you people that will do for free what I charge you for. But to me, what I think Lesko Help is best, though, is that hearing from other members how they did it. Like today, okay, today, if you're a member, you could go online and talk to other members who got money already. And at 3 o'clock, it's Zoom meetings, okay? So you and 20, 30, 50, 100 other people are on the Zoom meeting asking questions. How do you do this? You're learning from them. You're learning from an expert, what we call navigators, someone who is also a member but got the money. That's what you want to do. Hey, did you get money? Yes. Okay. How'd you do it? Yes. And they're there to talk your ear off if you want. And if you're not that one, call another one. There's another one at 7 o'clock. You can start at 3. Talk to them, see if you like the person, see what they're wearing, make sure they're fashionably color coordinated. I spend a lot of time doing this, so I know how that could be. And there's Tammy, okay? Now, I know she just had her hair done because she'll be on again soon, and a new outfit. So see what her new outfit is. I mean, this is a wonderful thing to see. Okay, now also at 7 o'clock, there's more people at 7 o'clock. Helping you. Then at 11 o'clock, you $9. That's not $9 in San outside. That's probably Tammy because she's on the West Coast. and she's available to ask you. Tammy got more money. She's going to quit and go to the Bahamas for the rest of her life. So she racks up this stuff like nobody else. So it's important. And she loves to share, and we all do. I mean, I hope that we're creating what I call a loving community that try to love each other. We're just not trying to compete with each other. I mean, I'm too tired to do that. And I find that loving other people is a way to grow. You know, I mean, I can't get stronger, I can't get faster, I can't get smaller. All that stuff is going downhill. But I can love harder. And so that's a way to grow. And other members feeling that way, and certainly all the navigators are that way. Loving members that are trying to show you that we're here just to help you, and because life is shitty, it's hard. We got a lot of we all get bad breaks or whatever, and we need some comfort to get through that and options. Because when things are coming at you too fast and it's all bad, it's hard to see through all that and to think of what else you should do. And that's what the navigators. So you can see Tammy. She had so much bad shit in her life, probably. Can relate to you better than I can. I mean, I've been doing this for 50 years, Tammy isn't even 50, so I know she hasn't been doing anything this long. And that's important, to have other people that can relate to what you're struggling through and can try to help. I mean, we can't guarantee you get money. Nobody can guarantee you get money. That's important. Only the people giving out the money. That's why people are saying what FEMA does. You can't trust anything that people say what FEMA does. You have to talk to FEMA. And it's like that with everything. And that's why it's important to get on the phone. You have to get on the phone to really know what's there, because then you can talk English to somebody and you could get a feel for better what that answer is, and they could get a feel better for what you really should be asking. That's the problem. Most of us ask questions because we think we know what the answer is. That's the problem, because the answer isn't grants. Yeah, you say, oh, I need a grant again. Yes, but how you get there is important, that it's not the way you think it is. And that's what you have to do. And I mean, the more this gets successful, and it's amazing to me that we are, I think this may be here after me, because I certainly don't have a whole lot left, maybe 10, 15 years, I'm lucky. But it's people, I mean, people like Tammy and all the other people that are helping other people that make this work, not me. I'm just the trained seal to get you in the car. Yeah, and that's important. I know that, and that's fine. I'm very happy to do that, because I enjoy making people happy. So that's why you're walking down the street like this. If that makes people smile, I'll do this every day. If I could, ooh, they're after me. If I can make people smile, I'm home. Well, thank you so much. Don't forget, in the chat, I got those answers to the top questions. So if you remember, go to the chat, look up on top a little more, and you'll see my top 11 answers. Okay, I'll be adding to them soon. Make sure you get that. And make sure you go to find the question corner, ask us questions. Make sure you apply to our next grant. The next grant is on the 15th, which is $15,000 for car repair. My half-brother passed away while in jail. What is this that he was banging in there? Wow. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, $15,000, so apply for that. There's a tab on the left-hand side, Let's Go Help Too. Apply for that. Then after that is a rent grant for $20,000. We give out, every month we do this. Okay, so apply to them all until you get all. It's the best I could get. Say again, I can't guarantee you'll get money from me or anything, because it's a supply and demand thing. If nobody applies, you get it. A lot of people apply, then chance of winning. Same way with the government. You can't guarantee anybody. Some programs you can, but they're few, like Social Security. You qualify, you get it. Most of them are not. They have a limited supply and you have to apply, okay? Talk to you soon. Get out there and be nice. Just be nice. Life's so much better if you're nice. You don't have to fight. You don't have to get your pressure up and think you have to fight every day. Be nice, and more people are nice back to you. That's the secret. You want somebody to be nice to you? You got to be nice to them. Somebody's got to start that circle. Talk to you soon, guys. Thank you for all the kind things you say.